Okay, so today I want to teach you how to do a hands and knees pelvic tuck hold with breathing. The breathing is really important for this. And then once you've mastered that, I'm going to show you how to hover it, which would often be called a bear plank, but we are not calling it a bear plank because it's a slightly different emphasis. It's an emphasis on the tucking of the pelvis, or as I often say to my clients, tucking your guts, feeling your guts, and also holding and really breathing. And when you breathe, you're thinking about breathing into your back ribs, that diaphragmatic breathing. And then when you exhale, you're thinking about connecting belly button to your spine, hip bones to your ribs, pulling wide with your lower abdominals. I'm going to show you two different ways of doing this. One would be to emphasize more of your inner thigh line, and one would be to more to emphasize your outer thighs and your lateral line. So if you're like, I don't know which one I need, Kathleen, you can try a little bit of both. But if you're watching this, maybe you've had a physio or a trainer or me say, you really need to work on your inner thigh line. You really, especially your left inner thigh, right? So then that's what you're going to focus on. So you're like, I don't even know. What does that even mean, Kathy? Okay, so if you walk, when you walk and your knees sort of splay out a little bit, or when you squat, your knees go out, or when you do this, the knee really wants to come in this way versus like come across, that probably means that you are more what's called externally rotated through your hips. And if that's the case, you want that inner thigh line to pull you in. If when you walk, you find that your knee goes inward, or if you've had a physio say to you, your knee valgus, or you really feel like unstable in your knee, it's consequence of flopping inwards, then you probably need more glutes. But as I said, if you don't know which one, just do both. Most people need a little bit of both. Okay, so we're gonna start with the inner thigh line. You're gonna put the ball between your knees, hands and knees. Now, if you're really externally rotated, what will happen is put the ball between your knees and your feet come in and your knees kind of flop out. That doesn't help because I'm still in external rotation. So for you, you would take the second block and you put it between your ankles, which would keep you hip distance apart with your knees and your feet. Okay, so you would take a deep breath in, breathing into your back ribs. And then as you exhale, you do a little bit of a pelvic tuck. So it's not a cat. It's just a little tuck, hip bones to ribs, holding belly button, spine, pelvic floor. Okay, you would hold that and you would just breathe. You might do 5 breaths in that position. And again, if you've been told, let's say your left inner thigh needs a little bit extra work, then you think a little bit more of the left inner thigh. If you don't know, just do both. And then once you feel like, yeah, I got that coming, that's pretty good, then you would hold that little tuck. Again, really making sure you're tucking your gut, so you're feeling it through here. Hold the little tuck, and then connect into your armpits. Hover, and then in the hover, breathe into your back ribs, and recommit to the tuck. And then slowly and slowly. And you build to holding for like 5 or 6 breaths in that position, making sure you're not breathing into your neck, you're breathing into your back ribs, getting into your core. If you really want to make that fun, you could then turn around. By fun, I mean like really get your inner thighs and your core. You can superset it with a bridge. So you turn around, okay? You do your little tuck, you squeeze, and you lift. So that would be a nice little superset, like 5 reps of 5 breaths of the first exercise, and then maybe 10 reps of the second exercise.